And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Gran Turismo 3, still on the Formula Championship. This screen that you're seeing right now is exactly what shows up when you load the game. Like, there's nothing else. Well, like, you have the intro and then it loads and then you have this. Obviously it doesn't show the results of the previous race. It could have if it wanted, I guess it doesn't, but it still counts as me winning, even though it looks like I'm last place. And I know that because I went to Nets to verify, and unfortunately by going to Nets I realized what the Nets track is. And it's, yes, none other than the test course, the worst track of the game, the thing that really will make a better game if it wasn't there. And yet here we are. So yeah, we gotta start with this. I also checked the configuration of the car. I don't think that making the shifts longer like I did with other cars in this track is gonna make it better, because apparently it still reaches max speed on 6 gears, so I don't think any tinkering will make it better. Maybe I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong that will require resetting, of course, because it's not like there's anything else you can do about this here. I could be completely wrong. I mean, I'm not an expert at this. The good thing though is that, for what I understand, for what I remember doing in the other test course races, is that you don't really need to pit in at all in this track, because this steering that you're doing is barely even as steering. Like, it consumes the tire, as you can see on the bottom left, but it really doesn't seem to matter at all. I could still pit in. I mean, judging by this seems to be, you know, like, as long as you don't lose the slipstream, we are all gonna be together. As you can tell, I mean, here it's pretty obvious that, in case you have any doubts by now, that slipstream matters. Without slipstream I reached 222 miles per hour, and with slipstream 228. But unfortunately this stupid ass track, this is the bad oval, because the previous oval, the one that I did I think 2 races ago, that's a good oval, because it's an actual oval that requires braking on one of the tracks. And this one is essentially the kind of track that a car like this will never participate in real life, I'm talking, of course, because tracks like this are reserved for disciplines like NASCAR, which they can go together a lot more, you know, and they usually have 3 rows, one after the other, of the cars going at full speed. If this was IndyCar, something like this would be extremely dangerous, to say the least, because a single collision with someone else and you're absolutely dead. But yeah. Regardless of how it is in real life or not, the problem is that here it's lame, because as you can see, there's nothing that you're really supposed to do other than this. I feel like this will only be exciting if that, well, I think I say this multiple times when I play this on the, you know, on my playthrough of this game on the other championships, that this will be exciting if damage was a thing. Like, if you could damage your car by colliding against someone. With no damage, this is one of the most painfully boring shits you could imagine. At least here technically you have the thing where you don't know if you're gonna win, but considering that these guys are gonna pit in and I probably won't, I don't know if I will say that it will be something I don't know if I'm gonna win, because if I don't pit in I already win by default. We are all gonna be together until the time to enter pits comes. But whatever. At least it should be a free victory. That's what I want to believe, at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like, I'm trying to remember, but I'm pretty sure there have been multiple races that I did here that I didn't go to pits a single time and I was still able to win. So that's most likely gonna happen here too. And trust me, that's the worst part about this. And the reason why I say that if this track wasn't in the game, that this will be a better game. It's no joke that this track is probably used like more than 10 times in the game. And the problem is that it's also using long races like this one. That's the problem. Like, you have like 20 lap races, 10 lap races. I think one of them even is a 30 lap race. I'm not sure because it's been a while. And you have all of that is this. You know, it's what you're seeing right here. No, nothing more, nothing less. And of course it's gonna be a pain in the ass. It's like, what are you even doing? So if we calculate 5 minutes per 3 laps, that's gonna be a pain. It's gonna be 40 minutes. I will have to multiply 3 by 8 and a little bit. So if it's 8, that's 40 something minutes. Either 40 or 45 minutes. Fuck me, dude. Why do you have to be like this? It's pretty much the biggest flaw about this game. And one of the multiple reasons why I constantly say that this is my least favorite Gran Turismo game. Like, someone thought that it was a good idea to make the test course a recurrent track with multiple laps every time. There is a reason why Gran Turismo 4 only uses the test course once, which is on the Like the Wind challenge. Well, I think it might use it in only one other race, but it doesn't use it at the insane amount of times that this game uses it, you know. It definitely doesn't. I hope you like the sound of the engine. Well, it's not as loud as in Gran Turismo 4, at least, the sound of the engine. That's a positive thing. So, this guy, I don't know what slipstream you're catching, but... well, I guess you could be pushed from the guy behind. Well, now you're catching my slipstream. The only danger kind of becomes at some point when the tire is red and a very small movement can make you lose control spectacularly. But at the end of the day, I think here the real issue will be the fact that all these guys are gonna... Well, actually, that's the thing. Are they even gonna pit stop at the same time? I mean, they didn't pit stop at the same time on the previous tracks. So this one is a lot more uniform in that regard, so probably assume that they are all gonna pit stop at similar times. Okay. Someone thought this was a good idea. Damn it. Like, the championship was going so well. I mean, it's not like this only race is gonna ruin it, but things were being so interesting, and then this track had to appear. This track just had to appear. So, I'm a little bit afraid of trying something. Is the analog active here? It is. Because the thing, well, no, I probably shouldn't risk it. Like, no, I shouldn't. No, I probably should just spam the D-pad left, because when the tires start becoming red, if you try to do like, if you try to steer more than normal, it's gonna hurt. There is still some time for that. Well, the interesting thing at least is by looking at the oil, I don't know exactly what performance loss there is, because I mean, I've been told yesterday that the performance loss is 5%. But if that was the case, if there was a 5% of performance loss, I shouldn't be able to keep up with these guys, a slipstream or not, you know? It just wouldn't be possible. But which one of you is gonna pit stop first? Because I know one of you will pit stop in this lap. Which one of you is it gonna be? I'm assuming it's not gonna be my teammate, since it's always the one that pit stops at the end. Now, whoever is it that pit stops, please don't slow me down while you do so. Okay, one guy pit stopped. That, well, doesn't matter who he was. So, pit stopping here alone, it's a suicide. Like, that guy is already guaranteed to not win. Because all the time here, like, we're going a faster speed than he will ever go alone, so... Amazing idea, bro. Ouch. It's nice how the blue guy is always such an asshole. He always somehow manages to stay on the lead. All I hope is that the blue guy doesn't get second place here. And by that I mean he gets third place. Okay, so there is a problem here. You might not know, because I mean you're not seeing my inputs, but the car is automatically steering left. Like, that steering that you're seeing there, I'm not the one doing it. It's because of my tire being completely busted. That's not a problem. But yeah, I'm just saying that in case you wonder why I might be steering left so much when it's not necessary, well, it's because it's not me. That's why. But that's not a problem though. I would expect all these guys to pit stop here. Maybe with the exception of my teammate, but no, I'm pretty sure he's gonna pit stop too. Okay, so my teammate is not pit stopping, but neither is the blue guy. So at this rate, is the blue guy gonna pit stop on the same lap as my teammate, or is he gonna go later? Not sure. Well, surprisingly, the guy that was behind was actually able to catch up with the group, I think. But one of them, no. One of them didn't. Okay, maybe he didn't catch up at all. Yeah. Pretty nice race, isn't it? So we can call this a race. Well, a free victory is a free victory though. The thing here is, with this free victory, I mean, assuming I win, and I have no reason to think that I'm not gonna win, what's gonna happen is that as long as I get second place in every other race, the championship is guaranteed to be mine. Like, as long as I get second place in every of the following races, I win. So at least that takes a weight off my shoulders. That's good. Shame though that this is such a stain in the championship. It genuinely is. I go to pits, mister. Yeah, my teammate also went to pits. So normally this will be a suicide if your idea is to pit stop at some other point, because here you're obviously going slower than everyone else. But worry not, because I don't plan on pit stopping. Now, chances are that those guys are gonna eventually reach me. And by those guys, I probably mean everyone but the one that is in last place. But we will see. Because I mean, I also don't know how fair the AI is, you know? Like, I'm not sure if the AI is actually going by the laws of slipstream or if they are just going fast by rubber banding. I don't know exactly what logic they use, but well, if they are rubber banding, then that's a problem, yes. But well, even if they are going by slipstream, they still will reach me because they are going in groups of 2. But it's not a problem as long as I can catch them. If I can block them, because if they overtake me, it's pretty possible I cannot catch the slipstream fast enough, but if I'm able to block them, it's not a problem. Yeah, maybe I should have pit stop and then I should have avoided the pit stop at the end, but whatever. So they pit stop on lap 8. Which means that they are gonna do it again on 16 and possibly on 24. They are clearly gonna reach me. You can see that they are getting closer. I don't think the tires make your car go slower though. Like, I think that the tires are simply something about handling and that's it. I could consider pitting in on lap 16, but I think it's gonna be a waste of time because I feel like even in the worst case scenario, my tires are not gonna deteriorate as badly as to need, you know, to be replaced. I guess it's a safety net, but I don't think it's necessary. This actually will probably be a lot longer than 40 minutes, I'm just realizing. And that's partly because the laps that I'm doing here are slower than, well, not by that much, but they are certainly slower than the first ones. So I mean, it's gonna be very, 40 to 45, that is gonna be the total race time. So the question is, these two guys are the red guy and the green one, right? So like blue guy is not even here. Like blue is on the group that is back there. Also, how is it going, Sunshine? I'm here on another oval. Unfortunately, this is the boring oval. Okay, it's the red guy and the other red guy, actually. So the question is, will I be able to do this properly? Not really. It's okay, I was able to catch the slipstream, which is what matters. But now with the slipstream, at least I shouldn't be able to lose them. Like, I basically become part of the train, of the hype train. Wanna see another tense battle? Well, I kinda doubt that you're gonna see it here, because despite the fact of what you're seeing, that I'm in 3rd place, you might think, oh, it's not gonna be a guaranteed victory then. No, it most likely will, because this guy's pit stop, but I don't have any reason to pit stop. Though it could be a matter of timing, really. Will become a problem, I guess, but I don't think it will. On the right side, it should more or less guarantee that the blue guy won't get second place. Unless these guys pit stop more times. Which I don't know, because I don't know when they are gonna pit stop. The oval has to be the most boring course ever, yeah. This oval, without a doubt. I was saying earlier that this oval, if it wasn't in the game would be a better one. Because it's not just here, like they use it so many times in this game and for absolutely no reason. Like for absolutely zero reason they overuse this track like it was, I don't know, like it was the best track ever, but the track is a piece of shit. They certainly love it, without a doubt. Well, this is about what you're gonna see from here until the end. Well, sometimes with other cars and sometimes in solitary. But yeah, you're not gonna see much more than this. Well, the one thing that you can kinda understand about rubber banding here is that the guy that is in last place should already be like half a lap behind or should have already been lapped by me. The fact that he's still there means that this is most likely some good old rubber banding. I mean, I don't mind, but it's the only explanation. When you're pitting in, really, well, that also confirms that these guys won't be able to win because they will have to pit stop. Oh, okay, never mind, this one didn't pit in. So this guy could potentially win. Not the other red one, but this one will easily win this. Also, don't get NASCAR. The thing about NASCAR is that, I mean, in real life, all of these oval races are extremely dangerous. So you have people that are going 300 kilometers per hour right next to each other. They could crash at any moment. So it's essentially like the appeal of constantly risking your life like that. That's what NASCAR is about, essentially. That's kind of what makes it exciting, both as a driver and as an spectator. The fact that, well, it's more exciting, I guess, as a driver. As an spectator, it's only exciting if you're cheering for one of the drivers. Like, if you don't care what the result is, well, yeah, no, it's gonna be boring, obviously. But if you do care about one of the drivers, I guess you can see it as if you were seeing horse racing, you know? Like, horse racing also in itself, unless you love horses, is like whatever, right? But it's about cheering on one of the participants. And as an spectator, that's what NASCAR is about. You cheer for one of the participants to win, and you get excited when they do well, or you get, you know, you get bad when they do bad. But yeah, the problem is that in this game, as I also said before, this track would be interesting if the game had damage. If the game had real damage, this could be pretty interesting, because it means that at any point, especially at the beginning of the race where every car is all together, it's very easy to crash and end the race instantly. Like a single mistake ends the race. But here, since Gran Turismo doesn't have damage, it's like, who cares, right? That's essentially the issue with this track. Like, in concept, a track like this and even a race like this wouldn't be bad, but not for a game like Gran Turismo. Like, it has to be for an actual simulator, and even more so if you're using a driving wheel instead of a gamepad, you know? If you're actually using a full simulator instead of playing it like just another video game, right? So this guy is most likely pitting in on this lap, right? It kinda looks like it. We will see. Are you pitting in, Red Bro? He is pitting in, correct? Well, that means that I'm in solitaire again until Mr. Blue Guy decides to appear, that is. Because Mr. Blue Guy is always there. Mr. Blue Guy, you want to get rid of him, but you can't. It's whatever. Yeah, you can see him there. Mr. Blue Guy. I'm assuming that he's with my teammate, with the black guy. So you can see here that essentially all of my tires are red, but it doesn't matter. In a track like this, all the tires being red is irrelevant. Mr. Blue Guy wants revenge. I don't blame him. It's just that if he wants revenge, he probably will have to get it in another track that is not this one. Because in this track, I don't want a Shinsu. I don't even see how I could Shinsu. Like, here I'm guaranteed to win. Like, there is no way these assholes could win this. Because differently from them, I don't pit in. So eventually when they do the last pit stop, I'm obviously gonna be ahead of them, and the race is gonna be over before they realize. I think the only ones that could cuck me... No, but here's the thing. The guy that pit stop every 6 laps is gonna pit stop on 24. The ones that are doing every 8 are also gonna pit stop every... well, in 24, like that's the last one. The only problem is the guy that is pitting in between 7 laps. That guy could win. At least it's not the blue guy. That's the good thing about it. But that's the only one that has a chance, because that means that his last pit stop is at 21. And at that point, my advantage is not... like, it's gonna be lost quickly. Because at 24, it's only resisting 1 lap and that's it, you win. And that's something that I can already know that I can do. But yeah, the guy pit stopping at every 7 laps could easily fuck me up. And that would be bad, but at least that means that it's not the blue guy winning. That's the only good thing about it. I would still prefer to win though, you know? Here, even though my obvious objective is the championship, I still would like to win every race. I don't know how realistic it is though. Because you know that the previous 3 races that I did, I beat them by, not by accident, but I could have easily lost every single one of them. And by some divine intervention, well, in the 3rd one, that is the one at Grand Valley, it was pure luck. The fact that he didn't overtake me on the final lap was an act of mercy from God. The 4th track, which was the other oval, that one I would have won regardless, but the thing is that I only won because the AI is dumb and pit stop even when they don't need to. Like they do here in this track pretty much. So that's the only reason why I won. And then the 5th track, I only won because there was a glitch on the pit stop with the guys crashing against me. So that's the thing, you know? Like other tracks, unless I get another miracle like that, I'm not winning. So if I'm not mistaken, this guy that is behind me is the one that I think he's pitting in every 7 laps. And he could... No, not like this. No, don't lose the slipstream. Yeah, I didn't lose the slipstream. This guy is the one that will easily win if he's the one pitting every 7 laps. Because this guy, I could still overtake him at the end, but it could also not happen, though there is something weird here. My speed is actually not going faster than this. Is this actually because of my tires that I'm losing a little bit of speed? Because I should be reaching 228 miles per hour, but I'm not. Is this the reason why? Will be. Well, if that's the reason why, I probably should pit stop when this guy does. See, if this is the guy that pit stops on lap 21, if he pit stops on lap 18, no. But it seems that one of the tires, or well, maybe the 2 tires, or maybe all of the tires being red, is what's actually making me lose the speed right now, unless it's the mileage. Because in Gran Turismo 4, I think the mileage affects the performance of your car, so it could be that. I don't know. Here I'm not overtaking this guy, since I cannot reach 228. But we will see. If he pit stops here, I'm not gonna follow him. Well, in fact, yeah, this guy probably will pit stop him here, right? Because for what I understand, the one that did it every 7, wasn't it the white and red? This one is just red. I think that this guy pit stops every 6, which will mean that he's not my target. But maybe the white and red is the one that is right behind me right now. And that guy, assuming this guy pits in right now, that other guy is gonna reach me pretty much on the next lap. And if he does that, I think I will pit in at lap 21. Might be a mistake, could be a mistake, but it's what I feel like doing. This guy will pit in, okay. So essentially my target is most likely the guy behind. Yeah, that's unexpected, the fact that I'm suddenly losing top speed. That was something I was not expecting. The guy behind should be, yeah, okay, so white and red is that guy. And that guy will most likely pit stop at 21. Now you might be thinking, instead of pitting with him, why don't you just keep going, but... Actually, I mean, it heavily depends. Because I most likely will be able to follow someone up until lap 24, so I actually don't know if pitting in here is a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea at all, actually. Because the thing is that I will be able to follow someone up until 24. It will only be a problem if this guy is very close by then, and it could be the case. Well, in fact, what we're seeing right here is kind of a recreation of what's gonna happen on lap 24. And if it is a recreation, this will be lap 25, the one that I'm doing right now. And that being the case, it means that I will win. In this same situation, I will win. So I guess I will refrain from pitting then. I'm still scared though, because as I say, I did lose top speed, so it's not gonna be as easy as before to you know, follow these guys. I'm a little bit afraid right now. I probably shouldn't, but I am. I am very afraid right now. Too many things can go wrong. I thought this was gonna be a near guaranteed victory, but I feel like I'm still not guaranteed to do shit. We will see though. Though surprisingly he still hasn't reached me. Like I would think that at this rate he would already be on my ass, but no. Not yet. In fact, well no, he will pit stop on the next lap, so that means that he will reach me before that. That's fine. As long as I'm able to utilize that speed. You might need to block him. Yeah, it's just that blocking him with these tires is probably a bad idea. Because the moment I do an aggressive movement, my car is probably gonna abandon me. I could do it though, yes, but I'm still afraid. Because I could do like I've been doing all this time, which is simply catching this asshole slipstream when they overtake me, but the fact that I am going slower means that it might be a bad idea to use such a strategy. Though, as long as this guy overtakes me on the straight, it's not gonna be that bad. Because here, even if I could... I don't know if he's gonna do it. I'm a little bit afraid. I should be looking forward, but... Okay, got him, nice. So that little speed bump he gave me means that I will be able to catch his slipstream a lot more easily like this. Just like that. Because that's the important thing. The difference between speeds, I mean in real life you will never have a difference of speed like that unless one of the cars was broken, but here that difference on speed will easily leave you behind if he overtakes you and you're not going fast enough. I could do a control 360. Sounds like an amazing idea, especially in an oval. Alright, so if my analysis is correct, this guy will pit stop on this lap. I don't know the guy behind me though. That's not the blue car, it's not the black one either. Wait, is that the red car? No way, is that really the red car? How did you get here so quickly? Is it really the red car? Like the other red? Yeah, it is. Wow, okay. Well, he's gonna pit stop on 24 theoretically, so that's useful, but I have to do the same thing that I did with this guy, which is not losing him. I don't know if he's that close though. Like, unfortunately, if I block him, it will have to be in the middle of the corner, and that's a very bad idea. I could easily lose control, not to mention I wouldn't be looking at what's ahead of me. This sucks, it's gonna be in the worst place possible. Okay, that's fine. Okay, got the speed bump that I need. So, if I'm able to keep up with this guy until lap 24, I'm more than fine. Because at that point, well, this guy is gonna pit stop and so will everyone else except for the white and red guy. But the white and red guy will be so far from me that it wouldn't matter. Also, I should let this guy overtake, because if I keep trying to block him like that, it's way harder to do that than to simply push him myself. Because the AI wasn't made to push, the AI was made to overtake. But me, since I'm a human being that can think for myself, I can push him with no issues. So that's what you should do. And this guy pitting in at 24 is the perfect strat. Alright, well, unless something out of the ordinary happens, this should be a victory. And there shouldn't be anything out of the ordinary, because as long as I can follow this guy, none of the other guys that are behind me are gonna get closer. And if I'm not mistaken, the white and red guy is the one that is behind the group of two that is behind me. Like basically the one that is in 5th place right now. So that's not an amazing distance, but it should be good enough. I want to believe. Because keep in mind, at lap 24 I won't have anyone to slipstream. Which means I'm by myself and I'm gonna go slower than the AI. But yeah, we're fine. Shame that it was such a long ass race, but yeah, no problem. Well, and at this rate I still don't know if I will be able to beat all the races today. Because this one I thought it was gonna be shorter. Like when I saw the oval, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna suck, but at least it shouldn't be that long. But that's also the other thing about this oval. You think that 25 laps is nothing, but this oval is gigantic. It's not like the previous oval where 50 laps were half an hour. This one 25 laps is essentially 45 minutes. Just like that. For free. Now, here we will be in trouble if this guy doesn't pit stop on the next lap. If this guy doesn't pit stop on the next lap, and by next lap I mean this lap here, I can guarantee you we're not winning. What I can guarantee you though is that we're getting 2nd place, because there's no way anyone else gets close, but if he does not pit stop here, say goodbye to the 1st place. And I don't know what could happen, anything is possible. But, I mean, the theory says that he will pit stop. Because he pit stop every 6 laps, so he should do it though. That surprises me even more. This guy pits in every 6 laps, and he's still on 1st place, while the other guys pit in every 8 and they are behind. That's what doesn't add up to me. So now I'm a little bit afraid now, but it should be fine, right? Like my calculation should be okay. Then again, getting 2nd place is not horrible considering that the blue guy is not gonna get 1st, but yeah, I'd rather get 1st, you know. So please, for the love of God, start steering left. Please go to pits, please. Okay, he will go to pits, no worries. So yeah, we are guaranteed to win. Can you not overtake him? I could have overtaken him, but for some reason at some point in the middle of the race my top speed, instead of being 228, is 226. So I could have done that, but apparently I cannot do that anymore. But yeah, don't worry, we win. No matter what, this is a victory, so worry not. We win. This was a pain in the ass. At least we know that there is no other track that is gonna be as boring as this one. Which doesn't mean that there's not gonna be another track that is not gonna be as fucked up. Because I keep repeating, Laguna Seca will be a pain in the ass. Special Route 11 will be a pain in the ass. Well, Monaco is guaranteed, most likely that it's gonna happen, but that also will be a pain in the ass. Well, essentially, I'm pretty sure that any of the remaining races are gonna be a pain in the ass. I think the only things that will alleviate this will be Trial Mountain and Deep Forest. The problem with Trial Mountain is that I remember that the AI in this game is very good for some reason in trial mount. I'm always left behind in that track. Oh, and also another thing, you know that yesterday I was thinking that one of the races was high speed ring. Well, apparently high speed ring, if I recall correctly, is not even a track in this game. So high speed ring, unfortunately, is not gonna happen. It's a shame because it's one of the easiest tracks in the series, but I guess not. It's over finally. What a fucking pain in the ass. So blue guy should be 4th place, right? Yeah, correct. It's shit. It's shit. Nice. Well, it's as I say before. As long as I get 2nd place in every other race, I'm guaranteed to win this. If I'm able to get a 2nd... Wait, did I say 1st place? Well, yeah, 1st place, no shit. I meant to say 2nd place. If I get 2nd place in all of the following races, I'm guaranteed to win the championship no matter what. Yeah, he ate shit very nicely. But hey, we might eat shit right now, depending on the track. I think regardless of the track actually, but which one is this? Laguna Seca. I was mentioning Laguna Seca. Here you have Laguna Seca. So, unless the AI has an error like in Gran Turismo 4 where they all crash in the same place, this is gonna be near impossible to win. In Gran Turismo 4, in case you didn't know, for some reason the Formula AI cannot do the 2nd to last corner right, and it's not even the corkscrew. That's the funny thing. It's the corner, like 2 corners. Actually, it's the corner after the corkscrew, because it's not really the 2nd to last one, it's the 3rd to last one. But the problem here is that also that oval kinda made me, you know, not be able to remember how to use this car, because here you actually need to drive. You know, it's kind of important to drive. And the oval kinda takes away the ability to do something. Well, it doesn't take away the ability, it really numbs you. And that sucks. These guys are going very fast. That's them, the final hairpin. God damn it. Ouch. Yeah, this is not gonna happen. This is a 24-year-old game and it looks gorgeous. Yeah, it does. I mean, it's true that it's also in this emulator, it has upscaling and all of that, so it's gonna look prettier than it looked on the original console. Yeah, it still looks very pretty. So some of these guys are also going off track, but well, yeah, you can see that they are taking the corners in a very, very aggressive way here. Or rather, it's me that is taking the corners very badly. It's a combination of both, I guess. Yeah. This track is something that for cars like this is very hard. And even more so when you're not an AI. As I say before, I'm not winning this one, but that's fine. I mean, it's fine as long as I manage to get 2nd place. If I cannot get 2nd place though, that is a problem. Yeah, they are eating dirt instead of shit, unfortunately. Because normally that should slow them down a lot, but it doesn't seem like they are slowing down whatsoever. I'm a little bit afraid here. I mean, if I get 3rd place, I guess that's also not that bad. But considering that the blue car got 4th place, I think it should be fine, but I'm still not a fan. Because I don't think that, even though my pace will get better, it's not gonna get much better than this. And with this pace, obviously, you can see that I'm not even close. You can... Since we don't have the Gran Turismo 4 glitch to help me here, I don't think we're getting anywhere. It is a shame, but it is what it is, you know. Damn it. Cannot even keep the other guys at bay. Maybe something that I should have tried is disabling the traction control, but I doubt that it's gonna do anything magical. Not to mention, of course, also being way easier to lose control, to oversteer. It's also true that the understeering that is going on here is very... It's quite gross. Quite a lot of understeering. And also one of these laps I'm most likely gonna get screwed by the corkscrew. Like, it most likely will happen. I don't think the corkscrew is gonna be very nice with me at all. Though so far the corkscrew hasn't messed me up. The only thing that has messed me up was the hairpin at the end. It's the only thing that was a problem. It's also a very long race. 33 laps on this track is essentially... Well, it's probably gonna be 40 minutes, or 45 minutes, something like that. That's annoying. It will be like that. I am kinda curious though to try the traction control, but I don't know. Might not be worth it. See, here we can worry about understeering, but we are certainly not worrying about oversteering. You know? Oversteering is something that essentially cannot happen because of the traction control, so it will start being a problem if I take it off. So I shouldn't do that. Now, here you can basically forget about having a winning strategy with pit stops. Like, that's also not gonna happen, you know? Like, pit stop here is not gonna do any miracles. Now, one track that hasn't happened yet is the Tokyo track. Tokyo track is usually the easiest track in the, or at least one of the easiest tracks in the series. I don't know if I will be able to at least sneak a win on that one. That track should not be hard whatsoever. Laguna Seca is unfortunately, for this type of car, one of the hardest tracks. Well, one thing that I have planned, I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but if I need to stream tomorrow to be able to finish the championship, my idea will be to also try to win all the races that I couldn't win after the championship is done. But because here, for example, if I change the oil, that's also a slight performance. Oh, someone got an accident in the corkscrew. Okay, that gives me some hope, but not that much. Only a tiny amount of hope. Not to mention it was one of the shovers and not Mr. Blue Guy, you know. I do wonder how much the oil is screwing me over as well. It will be screwing me over a lot, you know. So here my issue, I mean, if I was comfortably second place, even though far from the first place, I wouldn't mind that much, but the fact that I'm in dead last, that's something that I don't like at all. But I think here my best hope is to aim for third place, and even that is something that will easily not happen. Oh, and this guy had another accident here at the corkscrew, huh? Oh, and one of them is pitting in super early. Like my plan, assuming that my tires can hold... Oh, that guy is pitting in too. And my plan is to pit stop at lap 11. I don't know though if my tires can make it there. Maybe I'm aiming too high. But at least this guy's pitting on lap 8 means that no matter what, they need to pit stop 4 times. If I were to pit stop at lap 11, I will only need to pit stop twice. But I don't know what's the strategy of the other guys. And I also know how dead my tires are gonna be on the final lap of each stint. Alright, blue guy is pitting in right now. So lap 9 means that he will pit in 3 times, so 1 more than me, assuming I can get to 11. Even with that advantage I cannot win, I can guarantee you that. Because our difference is 20 something seconds, that's way too much. If it was less exaggerated like that, than that maybe, but that much is not gonna happen at all. Like, there is simply no way. And the other car that didn't pit stop is... Oh, actually, yeah, it is my teammate. The guy at 22 seconds. Nice to see you. Alright, maybe the second place is not gonna be it's not gonna be fiction here. So it also depends, ironically, on my teammate. Because if my teammate holds on until lap 11, that also means that he will be competing directly against me, and that 20-second difference is very big, you know. Alright, so no, he's pitting in now, so he will also pit a total of 3 times. But essentially we'll have 1 less pit stop than everyone else. But yeah, I still don't know if it will be enough for second. I again can guarantee you it will not be enough for first. You can be sure of that. For it to be enough for second, I feel like I will directly need to compete against my teammate that unfortunately is ahead of me right now, you know. My teammate is right there. I mean, I think it should be fine, but I'm not sure exactly how fine we're talking. I also have someone approaching from behind very quickly. It is right there. There is a menace behind me. Oh shit, see? It's definitely a menace. Well, in the corkscrew here, if he crashes me, I didn't die, surprisingly. Alright. We can pit in here. The first place, say goodbye to it, but the second place, that's the one that I still don't know how possible it might be. It could be possible or it could not be possible, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I'm still gonna be in dead last at the end of this, you know. Like, the positions will be the same. The only time that I'm gonna actually gain positions is like after everything was able to pit in. Well, the good thing at least is that this version of Laguna Seca, well, actually I don't know if that's a good thing. That's probably a bad thing for me. Like, in Gran Turismo 4, the pit stop includes the whole length of the pit stop. Like, they go through the first lap, but here you exit right away. I mean, considering I do less pit stops than the rest, I guess it will benefit me for it to be longer, but whatever. It is what it is. I think I never felt so powerless like I feel here. It really feels like there's absolutely nothing I can do to win this one. Like, it's just not a possibility. And I think I partly blame the oil though. Like, the oil not letting me be at full performance sucks. And that's something that in general, and one of also the other multiple criticisms I have about this game, the fact that if oil is a thing, how could you not change it between races, dude? Like, between races in a championship, I mean, obviously. That's absolutely nonsensical, but it is the way it works in this game. Fuck. Trying to do some corners faster, but I really cannot. I will need the guys in front of me to get into more accidents. That will be nice. Problem is that they are not. That's kind of a problem to me. It's a little bit of a problem. But it's also true that these corners I'm probably taking them a lot slower than I could, but you fail these corners and you lose so much time that I'm trying to be as careful as possible. I just hope that the next track is Tokyo, and I also hope that they don't fuck me up there. They shouldn't, but you never know. Anything is possible. This I know that there will be at least one car that I'm guaranteed to overtake because he will pit stop a total of 4 times. Like, there is no way that someone like that I cannot beat. But honestly, about the rest of the opponents, I'm very afraid. Rest of the opponents could go pretty badly. I feel like that corner there, you're intended to take it at full speed, but I don't know how. Just that you will need an insane amount of control, and even then it just doesn't seem possible. The guy that bothers me the most right now is whoever is in second place. It's just going way too fast. I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach him. Hopefully I'm wrong. Also, we are halfway. Okay, this is gonna be actually, yeah, around 40 minutes of lap time of race time. I mean, if it was 40 minutes of lap time, I guess that would be an issue. Indeed. At the end of the day, I think I really cannot blame the oil. I think that this is simply just plain good old skill issue, you know? Like, this is just some good old skill issue. Like, I'm simply too bad at Laguna Seca, and that's the end of that. It's fine, I mean. If I cannot be good at Laguna Seca, I'm not gonna lose my sleep over it. But it does seem like Laguna Seca is kicking my ass, and will kick my ass no matter how many times I try it, you know. Yeah, I can see that you can kinda do that at full speed, but like, it's way too risky. Well, like anything in this track, really. Well, again, and it doesn't help that the previous lap is the oval. Like, that test course really is like the brain wipes you. Like, it completely makes you forget how to race, because yeah, you don't need to worry about it. It's just a mind-numbing 40 minutes where you just press the accelerator and barely almost steer, you know? So yeah, that can very easily throw you away. I think that even without that, as the previous thing I do before this, I'm pretty sure that I still will get turbo fucked no matter what. I think that they're the only reason why I'm even gaining on the blue guy here is the fact that he had worse tires later. I think that's the only reason. And I also have someone... Yeah, I don't know, dude. At this point, I really have to wonder if I can reach the third place. That's the real third place, and he's ahead of me right now, even after pitting in and me not pitting in. So I don't know. Not to mention that my teammate is so far away, you know. Yeah, that corner is the one that I lose the... and that destroyed my tire so badly as well, like on top of making me lose time. Yeah, you can see the reason why I try to take the corner slowly. You see, I understand, I am taking the corner slower than I should, but the reason is that. The reason is that if I don't, those accidents can very easily happen. Well, and especially in the corkscrew. The corkscrew is just evil no matter what, you know. If I cannot naturally overtake the third place, I think that fourth place is gonna be my best result, you know. Apparently no one is getting into any accident either. And that it only happened once, and unfortunately that's it. No more accidents. Everyone is just driving clean. Hey, that sucks for me. Sucks to suck. So I will have to pit stop on the next lap. Unfortunately, this lap will also... Well, I don't know how this lap, but the next one will certainly be quite slower. That's the issue. I'm expected to lose even more positions right now. I did stop the car there. And I'm not really losing that much time compared to the third place, I guess. That could be worse. Yeah, I need to hold on one more lap, and you can already see that my tires are in a very bad condition. Also, oh never mind, the blue car is far. But the blue car was the one that was about to overtake, but no, it's the last place actually. Okay. Surviving this lap. Yeah, you can already tell that my car doesn't want to steer that. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, my car definitely cannot do that with these tires. It's not possible. But yeah, that also means that the final lap will be a torture to go through. Yeah, like this can very easily be a fourth place. I guess I'm gonna swap with what the blue car already did. Like the blue car already got a fourth place, so now it's my turn to get fourth place. And I didn't want to swap though, but I guess we need to. Actually, I should center the pits like that, dude. Might as well. Man, at least this is my final pit stop, but this is terrible. Like, at this point, I'm actually aiming for fourth place. That's very humiliating. Very, very humiliating. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. Just that is fucked up how crashing this defeat is. And by the way, blue guy is gonna lap me. Blue guy is 100% lapping me. I think the interesting thing is that this would have happened the same in Gran Turismo 4 if it wasn't for the glitch that made them get into constant accidents, you know? If it wasn't for that glitch, this would have happened there too. Since it did happen, like the glitch, what happened is that it was probably one of the races that I won more easily in Gran Turismo 4. But not because I'm a Laguna Seca expert, obviously. No, it was because of that glitch. I'm gonna try to drive as fast as I can here, but I don't think I'm gonna do miracles, you know? Well, the guys ahead of me should pit stop here, right? The ones that pit stop every 8 laps, since it's lap 24. Then they are gonna pit stop again at lap 32. It's kind of amusing. If that piano champ, you fuck it up, you're absolutely dead. Come on, dude, man, the fucking corkscrew. And again, who will do the corkscrew in a Formula car? Like, you have to be bad in the head. But yeah, I guess we are. So are my competitors, but still. And so, even if these guys that are behind me right now overtake me, they will have to pit stop again, so the 4th place is essentially guaranteed. As sad as it is though, the 3rd place is not, and much less the 2nd place. So yeah, you can say goodbye to those. Those are not happening. And the next pit stop of these guys is lap 27, right? Like in 2 laps. And here I try to stop super early. I will try, though I don't know how many points you get at 3rd place. I think you get 4, and at 4th place you get 3, so I don't think the difference is big enough to matter. But I mean, I guess it will matter if I won't be able to win a single one of the remaining ones. It certainly will probably matter. Yeah, we will see. You know, that even the 3rd place is extremely far away. I don't think there's any way that I somehow managed to beat him. Also, if I'm not mistaken, in this game, weren't there a couple of championships where, like, I started super well on the first races, and then closer to the end of the championship I started doing a lot worse? And maybe is it possible that the AI gets better? But no, I think that here it's, as I say, it's just a skill issue. I don't think I should try to look for excuses inside of the game. It's simply that I'm very bad at Laguna Seca, and that's it. Well, at least with a car like this. With a car like this, it's just very hard to do anything. I think, yeah, this guy is pitting in, which essentially means that if I cannot overtake him, and I'm pretty sure I cannot, the 3rd place is gone. Like, we are not getting 3rd place. Not to mention that I will somehow have to hold him for quite a very long time on the final laps. No, he's already getting out of the pits. Yeah, no, we are gonna get 4th place. As sad as it is, this is gonna be 4th place. I guess we traded with the blue guy. I mean, I'm glad the blue guy got 4th in the previous one. But I guess that this will keep being exciting, at least from a point stand. But yeah, see, those guys going that far to the sand, that should slow them down a lot more. Like, if I was the one going there, I would be slowed down like crazy. But these guys don't give a shit. Like, these guys don't suffer any slowdown. It's like it's cosmetic sand to them. As nice as this looks, and it kind of feels like I will get 3rd place, again, keep in mind that the final laps will be slower because my tires will be pretty much dead. So I highly doubt. Did he get into an accident? Well, basically my best bet here is getting the most amount of distance possible. I doubt that I can get a very substantial distance. I mean, you can already tell that my tires are starting to get orange. So yeah, that seems like trouble. I don't know the second place what it's gonna do. I mean, it should pit stop around here, like probably on the next lap, if I'm not mistaken. But the second place, I don't have any chance of overtaking him. I'm just curious. Ooh, I almost crashed against the wall that's in the corkscrew. I got very lucky there. Yeah, I'm not really gaining any distance with the guys behind. I think that my only hope is that they will all crash by the corkscrew at the same time and they give me breathing space to get away from them. That will be my only hope, but that's not happening. But at least not with all of them. Though I only needed to happen to one of them actually, because the other two will pit stop in lap 32, so I don't care about them. But I needed to happen to the guy that is probably now in 4th place. That's the guy that needs to get into an accident, ideally. I also would like to see how these guys do the corkscrew. I can only see them in the minimap, but I cannot actually see them, how they actually perform it in real time. They probably do some very shanky shit. Alright, so the second place is right there, but I'm not reaching him. Not at all. I mean, getting 3rd or 4th here is not an issue, but it cannot keep happening. It certainly cannot. I guess this will get rough until the very last race, huh? It will keep you on the edge until the very last race. But at least you gotta look at the right side like that, I guess. You can see this as a defeat, which it is, but look at the big picture and you will see that we are making the championship more exciting. So if I end up losing it at the end, that will be heartbreaking, but I mean, it doesn't mean it will be any less exciting, simply that it will be more sad for me. This is around the time that I start losing time because my grip is absolutely dead. I mean, it's already dead in the second to last lap, so in the last lap it's gonna suck so much balls that it will be a problem. Yeah, I already hear this corner, I cannot do it. Like, that corner is... I have to pray to my car to steer. And it still doesn't. Even after I'm on my knees, doesn't want to. I guess the only good thing about this whole thing is that the 4th place is guaranteed. So it's not gonna be worse than 4th, but it's pretty sad that I have to get happy about that. Okay, at least... Well, he's there. You can see him right there. And I lost 10 seconds on that lap with the 1st place. With the 1st place and with everyone else, pretty much. Like, the only thing that will save me here is an accident of this guy, or me somehow being able to block. But I mean, blocking with these tires is impossible. Like, it's just not doable. This is the worst corner. That's the corner that I lose the most amount of speed with these tires. It just cannot do anything. Well, here comes the corkscrew. I'm not even doing the corkscrew on the right place. That's a shame. I mean, I focus too much on him. I feel like if I focus more on me, it wouldn't have happened, but well, too late. So this will be a 4th place. After all. Pretty bad, but it is what it is. An attempt was made, but yeah, this track is absolutely brutal with this car. So I guess we ended up beating shit this time, huh? That's a shame. It is what it is, as I said. So in terms of points, yeah, it wouldn't have been much different to get 3rd place, but here we are in trouble. Yeah, that's a pretty low price. Makes sense too. I mean, the 1st place is already a bad price, so... Okay. I'm not gonna save here because this result is nothing to be proud of. But we will see how the next one goes. What track is it gonna... I really hope it's Tokyo. It's not Tokyo, this is Deep Forest? No. Apricot Hill, okay. This one has one corner that is very messed up. The rest of the corners are whatever, I guess. I mean, some of them actually are very misleading. The first one is the biggest example of a misleading corner. Apparently these cars can do it at full speed at least. Oh, where are you going? That's not the car I would have liked to see spin like that, though. See if this time I can actually keep up the pace, I hope. I mean, at least if it's enough for 2nd place, I will be satisfied. I don't know if satisfied is the word, or it would at least keep me a little bit more calm. Just a little bit, though. Oh, at least here one thing that you can do is completely skip the chicane. And it's something that I'm very tempted to do. And in fact, I don't see any reason not to. But you could easily lose control, especially because there's a piano in the middle. This guy's already pushing me on straights. Look at this guy. This guy is being vicious right now. When I go to the sand, the amount of speed I lose is crazy, but when they go on the sand, they don't lose shit. That's also another reason why maybe doing skipping the chicane might not be a good idea. Because the sand is probably gonna slow me down while it doesn't slow them down. But we will see. I'll try to skip it here. I also doubt that it's gonna give me that much time advantage, but I don't think that's a huge time advantage, as I say, mostly because of the sand. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out. Well, I hope it's still enough for 2nd place, though. Oh, that... I almost lost control there, completely. Thankfully it didn't happen, but it could have happened. Okay. I don't like though that everyone else is so close to me. That is a little bit problematic. I do think that at least taking the chicane that way is not that different from taking it normally, but at least it's safer. So I think I will do it like that. It seems that Mr. Blue Guy will keep escaping like it's absolutely nothing. Well, one thing that will save me here, assuming that I can keep my distance with him short, is if he pit stops earlier. Like a typical undercut. That is something that could help me, but it's the only thing that will help me. Because by pace alone I cannot get him. Now, the tire consumption is very big here. My initial thought was lasting until lap 9, but I don't think that will be possible, you know? You can see that one of my tires is already fucked. Yeah, it's already fucked indeed. No, it's already almost orange. So, yeah, that's bad. Guess pitting in lap 7 will be ideal, because that means that you need to pit stop 3 times. And if they pit stop earlier, it means that they will need to pit stop 4 times. That will be the only chance I will have of winning. But I don't know how their tire consumption is looking like right now. So my tire consumption is not looking good. It's already looking very orange for some reason. I wonder if it's because of the sand. I don't think the sand will make my tires deteriorate faster, right? I mean, it could. I don't know what the tire compound really gets hit by. The fact that this guy still has not pit in is worrisome. Like, ideally he needs to pit in on this lap. Anything else will be very bad. But considering that I'm cutting, like I'm gaining time on him, I think he has to pit in, because I think he's deteriorating. So this is probably just coping, you know. I don't pay too much mind to what I say. I could be coping and nothing more. Him pit stopping here will force him to pit stop at 12, 16, no, my bad, 12, 18 and 24. While I will only need to pit stop at 7, 14 and 21. No, but he doesn't pit stop, fuck. In that case, there is no undercut that will save me. And if he doesn't pit stop on this one, I'm dead. In fact, the fact that no one is pitting in seems very suspicious. Why are you not pitting in? But I mean, on the right side, if they pit in on lap 8, that still makes no difference to me, because they will still need to pit stop as many times as I do. Promise if they pit in on lap 9, and then they can do one less pit stop than me. But then I don't know why they are standing, they are lasting so long. Is my car really deteriorating with time? Otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Ooh, and my tire is really giving up right now. I mean, it could be because I'm... Well, okay, that guy pits in at least. Will I be able to block him on the pits? No, I think I'm too far for that to happen. It will be amazing though, but... You know, he will probably get away before that. Oh, in fact, he's the one that's gonna make me waste time, god damn it. Well, I guess he got his revenge from that Rome fiasco. So everyone pits in on lap 7. But yeah, there's no undercut to do here. I mean, my tires were already dying by then, so... Not much I could have done. This will be a clean second place. Nothing more, nothing less, but yeah. I don't think I can increase my pace to reach him. I don't think beating him naturally will happen. My question is what happens with a tie? I probably already know that, but I probably forgot. Like, if you tie with the AI, does the game prefer you or prefers the AI to win? That's very important. Because right now, if I manage to get second place on every of the following races, that means that we both, unless he somehow doesn't get first, which I doubt if I get second. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't know what I'm trying to say really. No, I am trying to say that he will fuck you. Never mind, forget about anything. I need to focus. It is possible that if I start going faster here, I might be able to reach his base, but I heavily doubt it. So I really do wonder if not skipping the chicane is faster or not. Skipping the chicane here, even if it looks faster, it might not be. Might not be faster at all. So you can tell that they are stepping on the sand. You can tell that they should be losing a lot more time than they are, and they don't. There's no fucks given, pretty much. At least on the right side, this will be a half an hour race, so not that bad. Now, we do know that one of the remaining ones has to be Monaco. I mean, technically I don't know whether it's gonna be the case, no matter what. Like, we will have Monaco in one of them. But what's gonna be the other one? Like, maybe Trial Mountain and Deep Forest won't happen whatsoever. Will be weird. Yeah, maybe it is the case. Who knows? I don't know. So a lot of these corners are very, very misleading. You think that you can do them one way, only to realize that no, you don't want to do it that way. Well, you definitely don't want to do them through the grass. But I think the grass in this game doesn't really make you lose speed, it just makes you lose control. And that's it. So it's not as bad as getting to the sand. The sand does explicitly make you lose speed. The interesting thing is that I'm not really losing time against this guy. Like, surprisingly, I'm not slower than him, it's just that the distance at this point has been so big that I don't think I can close in at all. Well, I do hope that Tokyo is one of the... If it's Tokyo and then Monaco, that will be perfect. That will be absolutely perfect. Actually, wait, hold up. Not that I'm thinking about it. If I manage to get second place on the follow... I don't know, I will need to do the math, and I don't really want to do the math right now. But let's assume So in terms of points, he has 43, right? 43 points. And I have 63. So if I were to get 18, that's 79. And if he gets 30, how many did I say he had? I already forgot. 43. Wait, I actually would win, wouldn't I? If I manage to get second place in all of the remaining races, this one included, I would win, right? Because it's 5 times seats, which is the amount of points he had in the first 5 races. Then he got 3 on the seats one, so that's 33. And then he got 10 on the previous one, so that's 43. That is 7 races, so for the 3 remaining ones, you add 30 and you get 73. And in my case, I have wins in the first 6, which means 60 points, then a 4th place, which is 3 points, so that's 63. Wait, I'm probably doing the worst mathematic known to mankind. 63 plus 18, which is the 3 second places, is 81 actually. Why did I say 79? So I actually win, and by more than I expected. But that's assuming I get second place in all of the remaining ones, which will happen, but we will see. I mean, this one will be a second place no matter what. And I can guarantee you this is a second place. You know that on this one, assuming that I pit stop after him but he's closer than me, I think I will actually be the one getting stuck with him, because it seems that it's a lot closer here. My own pit crew, well, my non-existent pit crew, is a lot closer than in previous ones, so seems to be the case. I don't know though. In any case, the point is that assuming I can keep the second places, I win. Then again, how badly will I need to... a better question is that, how badly do I need to fuck up to not win? Because right now his maximum amount of points is 73, as I already mentioned. So for me to get at least 73 points, considering that my current amount of points is 63, assuming I got 4th place in every one of these races, I will still win. That's the interesting thing about it, no matter what I win, I will have to really fuck it up to somehow not get at least 4th place. Well, and since I'm gonna get 2nd place on this one no matter what, that also means that my actual points right now are 70, so if I were to get last place on every of the following races, I will tie with him. Actually, no, never mind, because there are only 2 more races. I wouldn't tie, I will actually lose. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lose 2 races in a row. That ain't happening. You know, doing the chicane the proper way is certainly not faster than skipping it. Who would have thought, right? But yeah, no, it's certainly not faster. Well, in that case, I feel a little bit more relieved. I still think it's a shame that I wasn't able to win every race, but I think that here it's pretty clear that the oil plays a factor. Even if it's a small factor, you gotta remember that my opponent pretty much drives as fast as I do. So if I have a little bit worse performance, he will effectively drive faster than me. With Laguna Seca, yes, I have no excuse because no matter what I would have done, I would have lost regardless. I cannot do Laguna Seca. But this one, if I had the oil in proper condition, I think I would have won. I legitimately think I would have won with good oil. Well, or maybe I would have lost, but the point is that it would have been closer. Wouldn't be the second place that is very far, you know. Well, it is a shame because the first half was fantastic. Honestly, the first 5 races were one of the best experiences I had in a racing game, period. Like, those first 5 races were so good. But especially the one in Grand Valley. The one in Grand Valley is a highlight. The one in Grand Valley was crazy. It seems that the other ones, well, they are still cool, as I said, in the sense that, you know, they are races where the outcome is not decided, but it still would have been nicer if I could fight a little bit better than this. And essentially at this point this is an endurance race, where instead of me winning is me getting second place, but it's effectively a solitaire race. You're not really going against anyone. I mean, I could be going against the first place, but I just cannot do it good enough. It'd be nice if to mix it up he got into an accident, but no, I don't think that's happening. And I still haven't tested this car without the traction control, because perhaps without the traction control I can do this a lot faster. I very heavily doubt it, but you never know. I could actually be faster with the traction control off, you know. I remember, I think, Kyle telling me that he was faster without the traction control. Me, on the other hand, well, I don't know. Probably not. Also, my previous lap was a PB, I just realized. That's nice. But you know, as much as I criticize the test course being extremely boring and a piece of shit of a race, if it wasn't for the test course, I probably would have lost this. Like, if instead of first place I got in second place and the blue car got, like, you know, got something like first place here, and especially with Laguna Seca's fourth place, I will have lost the championship easily. So I gotta be grateful for the test course for being so brain dead that it saved my ass. But yeah, I would have preferred, you know, I have a better idea. Don't have the test course, but also don't have the stupid oil mechanic. Or if you have the oil mechanic, let me change it, for fuck's sake. Has to be one of those, though. I do wonder what I'm gonna get as a reward for winning this championship. Will I get a I'm assuming it's another Formula car. I don't know which one though. And it would be nice if it was the blue one. Though I still haven't investigated if the cars have different stats, because if that's the case, it will be pretty clear that the blue one is objectively the best one. If they do have different stats. But it could be the best one, or there could be the remaining one that wasn't using this championship that could be the best one. We will never know. It's also crazy the amount of distance I have with the other competitors. Like, they are not even on the same level. So they definitely were in a bigger level in Laguna Seca. That track is just fucked up no matter what. I guess that means I'm gonna save to the memory card after this race. Since we're pretty much guaranteed the victory, I don't see why not, you know? Might as well. Well, regardless, what I can tell you is that this game does the formula way better than Gran Turismo 4, without a doubt. Because I'm pretty sure that if I play these races later individually, I most likely will be able to win them. Not by a lot probably, but I mean that they will be nice battles. That's what I'm trying to say. My guess for the next two races is Tokyo and Monaco. Like Monaco for last, since it's essentially the only real-life track that actually was and is still used for Formula 1. They probably wanted to leave it for last. Not to mention that, if I'm not mistaken, I think that Monaco, before they started putting Abu Dhabi and all of that, I think that Monaco was the last track in the F1 calendar. Well, many tracks were the last tracks in many different calendars, but I think, yeah, Monaco is one of them. Well, Suzuka Circuit as well, but Suzuka is not a track in this game. That got introduced with Gran Turismo 4. So, one question, is Suzuka a track in this game? I don't think it is, right? Like, that also got introduced in 4, right? For some reason I have a feeling that Tsukuba could be in this game, but no, I'm pretty sure it isn't. No, because that challenge with the wet tires in Tsukuba was Gran Turismo 4. In this game, the wet tire challenge is in special route. Well, that's another possibility, special route being one of the remaining tracks. But no, my bet, I close my bet at Tokyo and Monaco. It's most likely those two. That's where I place my bet. And I don't remove it. That will be my bet. So even Tokyo being, as I say, one of the easiest tracks in the series, I wonder if I will be able to keep up with the blue guy. Maybe I cannot, you know? Maybe I won't be able. in Monaco, judging by shit like the chicane, I probably won't be able to keep up either. I will be surprised if I am. And I have my doubts. I think there is no way. This is gonna be the final lap. And yeah, this will, well, it will be slightly more than half an hour, essentially a half an hour race. But it's very possible, I mean, unless they do like real life duration with Monaco, which is an hour and a half, we should be able to finish this championship today. And let's just pray that Monaco they do like a short version and they don't do the same thing they did in 4. Because if that's the case, I guarantee you are not finishing this today. No way we are. Not a chance in hell. Might as well take the final chicane properly. Shame that the exit wasn't very good, but it's fine. Alright. Well, give me those 6 points. So here you will see in the standings what I was saying earlier, the fact that I should be guaranteed to win no matter what. Because, look here. This is the 8th race. So, the most he can get is 73, but I can get a lot more. Well, in fact, if I get 2nd place on the next race, I already won. Like, essentially all of the other races will be just for, you know, ceremonial. Like, I could forfeit the last one, for example. I won't, though, but we will see how it goes. I mean, depends on the length as well, I guess. So this, I bet it's Tokyo. Let's see. It is Tokyo. Very obvious. You got pretty obvious game. And yeah, the last one has to be Monaco. Like, I wouldn't expect anything other than Monaco. So Tokyo, again, let me repeat myself one more time. It's one of the easiest tracks in the game. But will I be able to keep up with Mr. Blue? I don't know. Hard to tell. I'm tempering my expectations. By tempering, I mean lowering. I don't know if it has the same meaning. I like the word tempering, but yeah, maybe it's not the same. I don't know, I'm an ESL, you know. Ooh, I almost crashed against the wall. Kinda like that. Don't worry. It's because I tried to overtake there. At least the good thing is that accidents here are not paid with an extreme loss of time. Well, depending on the accident, though. Okay, that one you don't want to break that much. Okay, but at least I don't have anyone else to overtake aside from Blue Guy now, so let's see, Mr. Blue Guy, what you're gonna do. It seems like the pace of this guy is in another world, you know. It just goes very fast. You see, for example, there, by risking more, since there is no damage in this game, I don't get punished whatsoever, so I can risk a lot more in a track like this than I can in Laguna Seca, you know. In Laguna Seca you're pretty much not allowed to risk it. But unless you're the AI, if you're the AI, yeah, you can risk it very easily. But I'm not an AI. Getting closer to this guy, but... yeah, the final corner can be an issue though, guys. You have that wall that gets close to you very quickly. But rather you get close to the wall, but you get the idea. It's a very Ridge Racer-like track. Well, you could say that. I mean, yeah, basically a street track. And a very... that made me lose a lot of time. And a very casual shape as well. Full of boundaries, yeah. Like basically you are not gonna go off track no matter how you try. The worst thing that could happen to you here is spinning out or losing time like I did on that previous corner. It cannot get any worse than that. Oof, nice jump. We're playing rally again now. Pretty cool. Fortunately, it seems that this guy is certainly outpacing me. Now about the pit stop, if I'm assuming it's gonna be minimum lap 6. Lap 6 will require 4 pit stops, while 7 will require less. Wait, did I say 5? I meant lap... Hold up, I cannot think and do this shit at the same time. Like, essentially, lap 6 will require you to pit stop 4 times, while lap 7 will require you to pit stop 3 times. We will see how it goes. I'm assuming I can hold to lap 7. And then after lap 7, the next tier will be lap 9. This lap 8 will still have the same amount of stops. Then I'm doing a lot slower right now. God damn it. And not if I get this pace. If I keep this pace, it's not gonna matter too much. Oh, this guy is following me very well. That's my teammate, actually. I just realized. My teammate is actually putting in work. Well, actually, you're gonna be useful teammate if you give me slipstream on the straight. Actually will be useful, only for a bit, but useful enough. Damn, 10 seconds already. This guy does not waste time at all, you know. But I think that resisting until lap 9 is not gonna happen. My teammate needs to eat shit. Nah, my teammate is a good one. I mean, he always pits in on the same lap I do. Well, sometimes later, I think, but yeah, my teammate is a nice one. Well, maybe here, because this track has faster sections, maybe I lose more because I'm not faster because of the oil shit. I don't know. Alright, so here the objective is very clearly lap 7. I might not be able to resist until lap 7 though, because my front left tire already being orange is a very bad signal, without a doubt. That is a horrible signal. I could still try to resist, but I don't think it will happen. I very heavily doubt it will happen. If this guy, by this guy I mean the blue guy, if he pits in on this lap, I need him to pit in this lap actually. Oh, I hope it's not an if, and it actually happens. Me personally, I feel like if I hold on one more lap, it's gonna be terrible. It will be my only chance at winning this. Oh, okay, well now I have no choice since he didn't pit in. Him. So it really seems that even my tires are deteriorating faster. Alright, cool. Well, on the right side, well, one of them already pit in, but not anyone I care about. On the right side, this means that they won't pit less than I will. So there's that. So this will be a real problem if instead of being 10 races it will be 15 like in Gran Turismo 4. If it was 15, I will be absolutely there. Like there will be no chance of me winning. So yeah, this guy is obviously pitting here. Shame that I won't be able to get to him. At this point the difference between us is so big that I cannot even brake on his... Oh wow, that was crazy. I cannot brake on his face, unfortunately. I cannot. Now here, something that I could consider doing is pitting in on lap 20, because there is no reason to hold until 21 if I still will, you know, if 25 is the final lap anyways, you know. So I think that's what I will do. I think that will be my strategy. I basically, well, pit on 14 and then pit on 20. That will be my strat. How company? Wasn't that the guy that pit first? That's the guy that pit first. Him being this close is a lie. He won't be close at all. I brake too much on that corner. There's no need for me to brake that much. I was thinking of if I try these races out of the tournament individually. The problem of doing that is that I'm not guaranteed to go against the same rivals. Like maybe the blue guy will not show up. And even if he shows up, I don't know if the AI of him will be the same one as here, so... yeah. It's one of those things that... even though winning will be nice, maybe it still won't be enough. Because it's not the same conditions. But the only thing that I care is them being the same conditions, but with my oil being in good condition, you know. That's the only thing that I want to change. Now, surprisingly differently from the previous track, the guys behind me are very close. They are pretty close here. I mean, they are allowed to, but it seems that they are the ones that are going at the same pace that I'm going. So it's whatever. Oh, the length of this track. It seems that it will be 35 minutes, I think. Around that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, probably 35 minutes. Or at least close to that. It's still messed up to see that there are a lot of laps where I don't lose any time compared to the blue guy, but it is still enough to not really get that closer to him, or rather to not get close at all. That's the issue. He is basically there 10, 11, just that the gap seems like it very slowly gets wider. But it doesn't seem like he gets that much far from me, you know? Then I kind of got distracted. Okay, there is still time for lap 14, so no worries. Yes, I was kind of just spaced out, and I'm like, hold up, I need to pit eventually. But no, there is still time. Lap 14, still not here. The thing is that if this one I cannot afford winning it, Monaco is not happening either. Like, unless I can do some shenanigans with the strategy, like I can somehow have less pit stops than the first place and still have a healthy enough distance to get first place. There is no way I can win that one. Because I mean, Monaco is an urban track like this one, but way harder in terms of layout. So if I cannot beat this one, yeah, Monaco is not happening. Yeah, that's still fine by me. I really wish that this same difficulty with the Formula cars was something that was there in the whole game, because outside of Rally, which to me was also extremely well done in this game, most of the other ones, I don't think that it was very well done at all. The difficulty was kind of unbalanced, well, not to mention the whole progression system of this game being quite shit. So, taking that into account, I think that it would have been much sweeter if events like this one were more common in the game. But yeah, no, it's just this event and Rally. Aside from that, it's very hard to have a very tight battle against someone else. Not to mention that it's also a lot of times in very long races. And I mean, very long races for a challenge like this that is supposed to be the final ultimate challenge in the game makes sense, but this game has so many long championships. Like, long championships are essentially the norm, they are not an exception. They are pretty much the norm. And that's very annoying, of course. The plan here is pitting in on lap 20 and then... Well, actually, you know what I could have done? I could have pitted in on lap 13 and then on lap 19. And that would have been enough to resist until the end, you know? The fact that I didn't do that is... whatever, I guess by doing that I also don't have to worry about overtaking anyone, well, at least not for the time being. The guy behind me, for example, I'm not sure if he... like when he pit stops, so... depending on that pit stopping on lap 20, it's still gonna fuck me up regardless, so... How I'm cutting time with the first place. I don't know why or how, but apparently I am. I mean, theoretically, if I somehow enter God mode and I manage to cut 1 second per lap, I will win, but that's not happening. Well, either that or him somehow getting into an accident, but... yeah, and neither of them are happy. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna stay in that 11-second distance, and that's the end of that. I guess it's worth giving it a try, especially since we already have the championship guaranteed. Might as well try to spice it up. But again, it's not like risking it in a track like this means actually risking it, because you're gonna get saved by the walls. That was a relatively decent corner. You know, as you can see, the the threshold is that one. 11 seconds. It cannot be better than that. The issue is that the first laps that I kinda use as practice to actually know how I'm supposed to do the corners are the laps that obviously that guy is gonna run away from me. And when I can actually do them a lot faster, it's too late to reach him. Because if I was able to keep this pace from lap 1, we will be constantly fighting each other. Clearly, I mean, after all, we are still at 11 seconds, which means that if we were next to each other, we will constantly be next to each other. It will be pretty exciting all the time, but unfortunately, it cannot. The thing is that I do need to get used to the tracks. Then again, you can qualify, you know that the game gives you the option to qualify for races. And if you qualify, aside from being able to launch at a better position, you also are able to get used to the track a little bit better before actually having to get out to the action, right? Yeah, a little bit too late now. Yeah, I feel like this one would have been winnable even in this condition with the oil like this. But here I did get a lot closer on that lap for some reason. But I'm not complaining. That was 2 whole seconds. Like, I gotta assume he got into an accident of some sort, right? Otherwise it does not compute. Or maybe the fact that I'm kissing walls more often instead of trying to avoid them is what's making me go faster. That could easily be the case too. So what I need to remember that is special here is that I need to pit stop on lap 20. That should also help me get a better gain time against him, because I'm gonna have better tires. In fact, I could have pit stop on that lap. The only issue with that is if the guys behind me don't pit stop, that also means that I will need to deal with them being in front of me. And I mean, even if I could get their slipstream and whatever, it's not very good. Because right now, I should have pit stop on the previous one, because here you can already see the deterioration that the tires have. Even if they are not fully blown out, they are certainly not doing well at all. The fact that I withstanded one more lap of this shit in the previous stints is very impressive. Not like I have a choice, but... Alright, I'm pitting in. My hope is that the guy that is behind me also pits in. Well, actually, I need both of them to pit in, because one of them wouldn't be enough. Considering that it's lap 40, if they pit in every 5 laps, they will need to pit in right now. Well, they won't. I still... Okay, no, one of them will. Not the other one, but it's fine. He's still behind me. Nothing to worry about. I think that it's so hard to get used to new tires right away. They are too cold. Need to warm up a little bit before having them at top performance. Obviously he's gonna pit in, but won't be able to overtake, obviously. Hopefully I'm close enough. Winning this race will be very nice, but yeah, I'm probably asking for a lot. So he's already starting to accelerate to exit, but we will be pretty close to each other. Well, pretty close at least compared to the previous stint. So there is also the problem that if I get too close, I also will struggle overtaking. I mean, if the idea is overtaking, like the idea is winning, I obviously have to overtake, no shit. And if I can win this, that will be great. On the contrary, if I cannot winning, that will be a big letdown, without a doubt. But well, at least I tried. Tried pretty hard, in fact. Yeah, these corners are the two key corners that you can do super fast. Ooh, and they also did. Okay, I'm going extremely fast right now. Without a doubt. And I'm actually onto him right now. Damn, am I gonna win this? That's crazy. Well, not yet. There are very few laps as well. And keep in mind that I still need to not only overtake, but also keep the lead. So it might not happen, but I'll work for it. This guy enters the corners like it was the last thing he was gonna do. We're actually keeping this race interesting until the very end, huh? That's what I like. The victory is still not decided. You wanted a close race, and Shy, here we have one. I've used the brakes a little bit too much there, but that's fine. I think I'm already at slipstream distance here. Yeah, I am. Okay, I should be able to overtake him on the straight. But yeah, there are 2 more laps. Not to mention that he could also bother me on the corner brakes, because you know how these guys take the corners. As I said, they do it like it's the last thing they will do in their lives. They take it with such fears that yeah, with such fierce conviction. I mean. But yeah, as long as I don't make a mistake, this is a win. Which, judging how the race was going early, I wouldn't have thought it would. But it's not over yet. Like, don't think that this is a win yet. It's not over until it's over. And there is one more lap to survive. And with tires that are worse. Not by a lot, that's the reason why I pit stop earlier. Well, no, actually... Well, don't worry about it. I need to focus. Final lap. Not the best break, but that's fine. This is the one important corner. That's probably the hardest corner in the track for a car like... Well, actually for any car, I'm pretty sure it's the hardest corner. Because the chicane is very hard also for a lot of the... Well, I mean the other chicane is hard for a lot of other cars. But yeah, fuck. Yeah, like this chicane with these cars, you can take it at full speed. Sack of shit. No, you're not gonna overtake. I refuse. I refuse. Right now the only thing is doing the final hairpin and that's it. And we get a victory. That was an insane race. That really was an insane race. I was not expecting to win this one. But it's as I told you, it's the easiest, one of the easiest track in the series, so I just needed to, you know, get used to it a little bit and was able to win by simple, you know, by simple pace, by actually having better pace. Well, here, in case there is any doubt, I'm guaranteed to win no matter what I do. No matter if my crash blows up and I die in the explosion, I still win the championship. It will be pretty hard to win the championship if I'm dead, but it's okay. They will do it... they say it posthumous, right? When someone dies and they give them a prize after that. So yeah, it will be like that. Well, final race then. Again, this has to be Monaco. If this is not Monaco, I will be extremely surprised. It's called Côte d'Azur, the name of the track, but... It is Monaco? No, but it's the full-length Monaco. That's an hour and a half. I don't know if I want to do this. Today, at least. That's full-length Monaco. If I do it right now, I feel like it's a mistake. Actually, I don't even know if it's an hour and a half. It might be more than that. I'm thinking that it might be a better idea to leave it for tomorrow and then do the other two, or at least try to do the other two races that I didn't win, because doing this today, like, this is an hour and a half minimum, if not more. Maybe it's around 2 hours actually. It could easily be 2 hours, because this track is more than a minute long. Let's say a minute and 20 seconds, so that amount of laps, it's very close to 2 hours. No, that will be way too much for today. No. Let me leave this one for tomorrow, and at the same time tomorrow I can reattempt Laguna Seca and... what's the other one? Apricot Hill, right? I can try those two again to see if I can win them, because this one will take a very long time today, like way too long. So yeah, I'm leaving those for tomorrow, or well, I don't know if tomorrow, but for some other time, but not today. So yeah, with that amazing Tokyo race, I'm gonna leave it for today. So thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. So have a good one and take care.